my guest, my business partner, to come in this evening on my launch on my business. I am so excited. I am so happy to be in this business. I don't want to talk too much because I talk too much, and we have the guest speaker who is here who's going to talk. So what I want y'all to do is to write in the chat who, what your name and who invited you. Now I'm going to introduce a very awesome, and when I say awesome, she was a teacher at first. She decided she wasn't making no money. Teachers don't make no money anyway. So she decided to do network marketing. And she is an amazing mentor. She not only looking out for herself, she looking out for her team, that everybody on the team win. We're a winning team, and she wants everybody to be making money, not only her. I've been on some network marketing where they don't even care about you. They send you out there, but not this young lady. She's a mother of 5, a grandmother of 7, about to have number 8 grandchildren, which is a blessing. And I love her so much. And I told her, push me. And she pushes me. And I love it. With no other further ado, I'm going to introduce to y'all my mentor, my friend, Bunmi Moore. Take it away, Bunmi.
Hey, well, good evening, everyone. I'm just sitting here just smiling so big because you all hear Merle, you hear her enthusiasm, and she has a lot to be excited about tonight. In fact, as we were leading up to this launch of hers, and Merle knows, I always say, amateurs join businesses, but professionals launch them. And so tonight is Merle's grand opening. It is the launch of her business. And so Merle has just been enthusiastic for these last few weeks. She's been committed from the beginning, and she's really had a heart to reach out to the people that she knows, that she loves, that she trusts, which are you all. But her heart was, I hope these people can hear me. I hope they can really understand the value here, how this is changing lives. It's not just about signing them up in something, it's not about trying to sell them anything, but it's really standing on the word of God. When we talk about stewardship, you're going to hear us talk about savings. That has to do with stewardship. You're going to hear us talking about making money. That has to do with Deuteronomy 8:18. The Lord God gives us power to get wealth. And so you're going to hear us talk about you. Maybe you're a woman. You want to be that virtuous woman doing ministry in the marketplace. You're promoting your wares, but you're also taking care of home. There's so much of what we do that is ministry in the marketplace. So I just want everybody to unmute and congratulate Merle for stepping out on faith, but to help other people and make an impact in everyone's lives. So unmute and just everyone just congratulate Merle for getting her business started. Congratulations, Merle.
Congratulations,
So proud of you
Merle.
here to launch you off. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So excited for you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. Because let me tell you, some people will just stew and others will do. And Merle is a doer. And Merle has had even her own family to give her opposition, to not believe in her, to be like, no, are you sure? I'm not sure about that. But Merle has stayed the course, even though maybe some other people were not in her corner like she thought they were going to be. But we understand that people just need to get the information. They need to see that it's real. And so we're going to go over this presentation with you here tonight over the next about 30 minutes. You're going to see that it's real. You're going to see how Merle her family's being blessed and how she is blessing others. And you're going to know without a shadow of a doubt that this is something that will bless your family as well. So Merle did not consider it robbery to start sharing this information with everyone that she knows. And this is just the beginning. So I'm going to get my slides going here. and we're going to get ready and get started. So, you may be saying, okay, Merle, what's the name of this thing you've been texting me about? What have you been trying to talk to me about, Merle? Well, think travel, think Emporium, put it together, and you have Travorium. Now, Merle and I go back, what, Merle, over 10 years or so.
Yeah, about
So,
10 years or more.
and I have a love for her. She has a love for me. And I know that Merle just loves the Lord with all her heart. She loves his word and she loves her family. And so she has been on this path to help her family just to do more and do better and leave an inheritance to her children's children. If you all know Merle, you know how much her grandchildren mean to her. So, what you're about to see isn't just about Merle. This is about legacy, ladies and gentlemen. And what Merle really loves is that the owner of this company, he is a believer as well. And when he started this company, God gave him this tagline that you see: travel more, travel better, and travel for less. This is called the Better Life Company for a reason. Now, who out there would love a better life? I'm not saying you don't have a great life now, but as good as it is, would you like it to be better? I'm going to be the first to raise my hand. Things can always get better. And so, when I was in Dubai last year, I literally prayed a prayer. I prayed, God, I need residual income. I'd had 20, 25,000 a month for many years, but had some business shifts. And I went to Dubai for a cryptocurrency conference. I was making really good money selling something called nodes, but it felt like a job. And Merle told y'all I had not worked a job and have not since 2004, psychologically unemployable. But I'm not opposed to money, income, but I like it to come from business. And so I prayed that prayer. And within 48 hours, I was in my hotel lobby. And a young lady was sharing with me how she had traveled to Dubai for $1, Cabo, Mexico for $9, and she was saving on every way that she did life. Well, that piqued my interest because I traveled a lot, but I never paid $1 to get to Dubai. If I was going to Mexico, believe me, it cost more than $9 for the whole entire stay. So I was like, okay, this sounds interesting. So she asked me to watch a video on the way home on the plane, just like what you're watching here tonight. And when I saw that information, I'm like, there's no downsides to this. But I needed to check out one more thing. For me, it was the compensation plan. So when I got home, dropped my bags down, ran upstairs, I went to YouTube and I put in Travorium compensation. Ladies and gentlemen, that sealed the deal. What I saw was a company that rewarded people for incentivized sharing, where you can make a six-figure income with a very, very small team. So, let me give you the background on the company because I know you guys are here. Those of you who have been on presentations, maybe you've watched some of the recordings Merle has sent you. You wanted to know, okay, is this a solid company? And the answer is an unequivocal yes. Not only is it almost 14 years old, which says a lot for its stability, but it's doing business in over 70 countries. We have home offices on 3 different continents, and the company is debt free. I love all of that. Checks all the boxes. So, those of you who are like, okay, what is Merle into now? Merle is into something solid that's been here for over a decade that's changing people's lives. So we're glad you came on today so you could take a look at this and see how it could benefit you. And so when David Hart started this company, he said, we want to help people to save money. This is not about trying to get anybody to pay more. This is about saving money so you can spend less. So let's talk about this amazing industry of the travel industry. Now, let me tell you all this. You're going to hear tonight that this is so much more than travel. Because even if you don't like to travel or don't travel much, you're going to see how this is still for you. But I'm telling you, it's so much more than travel. But let's talk about the travel industry. It's a $10 trillion industry. What does that say, ladies and gentlemen? It's huge and it's not shrinking, it is booming. And even during COVID, do you know what happened? People traveled. And what happened after COVID? The industry rebounded. What does that mean? It's the one thing in the world that most people love to do. I know Merle's been traveling before she found out about this travel club membership. I remember she went to, was it Paris? Yeah, she went to France. I mean, she's been all kinds of places. But now, thanks to Travorium, when we travel, we don't have to pay as much money as we were paying before. Well, let's talk about what's going to happen in this industry. Is it going to get bigger or smaller? I want you to say bigger. Is going to grow. It's estimated in the next 9 years is going to be a $16 trillion industry. So Merle invited you here tonight so that you can get your piece of this, what's going to be a $16 trillion pie. So one of the things that I love is it's the business of dreams. People think about what they want to do when they retire, the bucket list vacation destinations that they want to go on. They're thinking about, in fact, let me ask you this. Tell me, where do you all want to go? If there were no limits to the money, no limits to how you would get there, put in the chat what are some of those places that you want to go or go back to. Where do you want to see? Because I believe that we need an appreciation for this planet that God created. He made some amazing things. It's the pyramids and the mountains and the oceans and the deserts. I mean, it's so much to lay our eyes on. And when we go these places, I believe we're giving glory to God, saying, thank you, Father, for your creation. It's so beautiful. It's so wondrous. And we call it a privilege to be able to go and lay our eyes on these places. So this is the business of dreams. It's easy to explain, it's fun to do. And again, the one thing that almost everybody in the world wants to do is what? It is travel. The most posted about thing on social media is what? It is travel. And so I love what Warren Buffett said. Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you are sleeping, you are going to work until you what? Until you die. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody like the sound of that. We want to be able to get into a business where we stop, but yet the money keeps coming. So that's what kind of business that this is that you're going to see tonight. And listen, the business side is absolutely optional. It's nothing that you have to do, but if you are like Merle and you want some extra income or you want to leave a legacy, then listen up closely. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to get into the benefits of this Travorium membership. This is not a timeshare. This has nothing to do with us being travel agents. We aren't that. In fact, I always tell people if I had to be a travel agent, I would not be doing this business. Folks, this is simple. It's just like a membership, like a Netflix membership, a Sam's Club membership. Membership gives us privileges, it gives us benefits. And the benefits that you're going to get here is going to put money back into your pocket. So let's talk travel before we get into the other ways to save on your bills. Because we're going to tell you how to save on your bills. We're going to show you how to save on that cell phone bill, the car insurance bill, the homeowner's insurance, dining, shopping, entertainment, even tires, appliances. Yep, there's one membership helps you to save on every way that you do life. But let's talk about the travel part. So when you get started, every single month that you have this membership, you're going to receive something called travel points. And these travel points, oh, don't sleep on them because they build up every month. And you use these points to buy your travel down to pennies on the dollar. I'm going to show you it. But when you see it, you're going to fall out of your seats because you're going to be like, what? People are really going to Dubai for $1? Oh, yes, they are. They're really going to Cabo for $9? Oh, yes, they are. It's because of these travel points. In fact, you're going to get 270 of them every single month to buy down this travel to pennies on the dollar. So, travel points are a part of what you receive. But just for being in this membership, you're going to get below travel agent rates, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, imagine being able to get 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 80% off. Why? Because you have this membership. In fact, what happens, you're going to receive approximately enough points so that you can take 2 bucket list vacations every single year, once every 6 months. Now, some of you may travel more than that, some of you may travel less than that, but I just know we deserve this. We deserve to get away and just de-stress. Right now, I'm in a 2-bedroom condo down here at the National Harbor at the Club Wyndham. I don't own a timeshare here, but because of Travorium, I get the benefits of a timeshare owner. I get to stay here. I'm here with my parents. You're going to hear from my mom in a little bit. We're just enjoying this week, but I got it for pennies on the dollar because of this membership. And then, y'all know me, I'm an entrepreneur through and through. I love making an impact on people financially. So the fact that you can earn money 24/7 from anywhere around the world, and folks, it is residual. That means you do something one time, but guess how often you get paid? Say over and over and over again. This ain't like that job kind of money where you got to work for 1 hour to get paid for an hour. You work for 8 hours to get paid for 8 hours. And if you don't work, you don't get paid. This don't work like that. This is what we call leveraged income. This is the point at the type of income where you can make money off of the efforts of other people. It's the type of money that wealthy people step into, where they get something set up and then it keeps paying them over and over again. So now let's talk about you getting to some of those bucket list vacation destinations that you've been thinking about. So, a lot of times when we travel, we want to stay in hotels, right? Okay. Well, let's do some price comparisons because remember, with this membership that Merle is introducing you to, you don't have to be a travel agent to get below travel agent rates. Let's go to Las Vegas. Merle went to Las Vegas, Merle and Glenn, back in July, right? Merle, shake your head up down like this.
Yes.
Merle went
Yes.
to Las Vegas. Well, let's show you some comparisons. If you go to Expedia makes over $43 million a day. Why? Because they advertise to us on TV and we're all hoodwinked and thinking that, oh, that's got to be the best rate. And it's not. But you go to Harris Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, book it on Expedia, and you'll see $293 a night. Look, what do you say? I deserve to have fun. I'm going $293, no problem. But guess what Merle gets to get it for? $15.46. That's it. Saving over $200. Guys, don't give your money to Expedia. Keep it for your family. What would you rather pay? $293 or 15? Of course, $15 all day long. Let's look at another example. Again, you're going into your savings portal, clicking on the travel site. Now you want to go to the Fairmount Grand Del Mar, a 6-day beautiful property. 6 days here is going to cost you $5,000 with Expedia. But guess what people are doing? They don't know any better. So they're booking it. They're putting it on a credit card. They're saying, I deserve this. I'll take 2 years to pay it off. But folks, you don't need to get into debt to travel. Why? Because a champion has arisen. And that champion is called Travorium. And Merle is introducing it to you tonight because in your Travorium back office, that same trip would only be $1,900, saving you over $3,000, ladies and gentlemen. Saving you over $3,000. Now, what would you do with that money? I can think of a whole lot of things. Well, you can use it to pay for your flights. What about that? You could use it to have more fun while you're on vacation. You could use it to pay off some debts or help you to pay your mortgage. I don't know what you would do with it, but you sure don't need to give it to Expedia. Now, when you book on the site, not only are you saving tons of money, you're getting 3% cash back in loyalty points. You may say, what's the significance of that, Boomy? Oh, it's a whole lot of significance because the next time you come back to the travel site to book, you can use those points to buy down your flights, buy down a cruise, buy down your rental cars, buy down another hotel stay. Y'all, these loyalty points are amazing, amazing. You know, again, I'm down here at the National Harbor. Just went into my back office and I went to see, okay, what can I save on restaurants? And there was coupons for McCormick and Schmidt. So I may do that tonight when I leave off of here or do that tomorrow. But guys, remember, it's so much more than travel. Dining, shopping, entertainment, concert tickets, NFL tickets, and the list goes on and on and on. Now, you may be saying, okay, Boomy, how can Travorium give me a better rate than Expedia? Well, guess what? Travorium doesn't get a better rate than Expedia. Travorium and Expedia get the same rate. But guess what happens? Listen up closely, guys. Expedia marks up the $1,900 rate. Travorium gives you the wholesale rate as a member. Let me say it again. Both companies get the same rate. Expedia is marking it up. Why? Because they got to recoup all of the advertising dollars that they're spending. Somebody has to pay for that. Guess who pays for it? Point to yourself. With Travorium, Travorium uses word of mouth advertising. How did you hear about it? Your good friend Merle told you about it. Your church member Merle told you about it. Family member Merle told you about it. That didn't cost the company one dime. And so now, because of the most powerful form of advertising in the world, you get the wholesale rate finally. So we have actually three different sites for booking those hotels. One of those sites even comes with a 110% price match guarantee. So if for some reason you did see it lower on the internet somewhere, which typically you won't, you still win because you're going to get 110% of the difference back. Now, this is what I want to do, guys. I just want to see. We got a testimonial out there. I want to see if Daytria is on because we asked Daytria to she give a testimony. If she's not on, I want to get Neverly. Neverly's out of Virginia, Northern Virginia. I want to get her to share. I didn't even tell her that I might call on her, but Neverly is saving a ton of money. Not just on travel. She's saving on flights, but she's saving on a bunch of other stuff as well. Neverly, are you in a position where you can share?
Good afternoon, Boomy. Yes, I am. Hi, everyone. I am so excited. Sometimes I can't even get it out because this membership right here is saving money, money, money. First of all, I started saving on my cell phone bill. My cell phone bill was $399, and I got and this company got it down to $180 for me right there and then. That savings, I could do multiple things with that. Then I went to my insurance. I'm saving on my insurance, $285 over 6 months. That's money back into my pocket. I like to go to the NFL games. I go to my portals and bam, I get discounts on the NFL tickets. I compare them to SeatGeek and Ticketmaster, and our portal has them less expensive. It is just too many savings in our portal. I just look, I'm just overwhelmed. One thing is my flights. I like to go international, and when I went international for a family of four, we say $1,460 on our travel tickets internationally. So back to you, Boomy, because I could go on and on. Membership has its privileges, you know
It
that.
sure does. Thank you, Neverly, for coming on camera and sharing this. So, for anybody who ever doubted Merle, who ever doubted this is real, y'all, this is real. We are so excited. It's just being a blessing to people. I knew nothing about this a year ago. Signed up October the 28th. So now it's actually been 1 year. And from my yes, today our team has grown to over 270 people who have said yes to this opportunity. So, Merle's launching her business today. And yes, she hopes that you say yes. Excuse me. She hopes that you see something here tonight, whether it's the saving on travel, whether it's the saving on your bills, whether it's the making money. But we do hope that you see something here where you say, Merle, man, whatever I thought it was, it's 1,000 times better. So let's get back here and talk to you more about the way that you are just going to keep living and loving and enjoying life. Let's get into what we call the getaways because we don't always want to stay at a hotel. What I'm at now in this two-bedroom condo here at the National Harbor, it is a resort. It's me staying at a timeshare property without the entrapments of a timeshare. Y'all, 2 months before I heard about this, I went on a timeshare presentation, and I know to say no, just get my gifts. But they make the allure of travel just so awesome. And it is. They tell you how it repairs marriages, and it does. They tell you how you can de stress, and you can. They tell you how it stops heart disease, and it actually does. However, you don't have to pay tens of thousands of dollars to have the access that a timeshare could give you. Here, with this membership, you've got access without the entrapments. No blackout dates, no maintenance fees that keep going up and up and up. No, all the kinds of entanglements that a timeshare gives you. Here, when I compared, I'm like, oh my gosh, I committed to 17,000. This is just 300. No contracts here with Travorium.
Okay, you too.
If everybody could just police that mute button, I'd appreciate it.
Oops.
No
Oops.
contracts. It just makes sense. And so let's talk about these getaways. Now you get access to more than 2,000 resorts, 300,000 weeks. Look at this price, guys. Anybody want to go to the Canary Islands, Spain? With your points, now you apply the points, $1 a night for a whole week. Now the retail rate with Travorium is still good, $8.99, but now buy it down with the points that you get every month, and you're in Spain for $1 a night. What about Cabo San Lucas, Mexico? This is where the rich and famous go. Consider yourself rich and famous. For 8 days, 7 nights, a one-bedroom suite, the retail rate that you will probably say that's not bad, $12.99, but use your points to buy it down, and it's only $149. We're not talking per night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about the whole entire stay. I know you're saying, what? Are you serious? Yes. This is why Merle has kept texting you over and over again, trying to bring this goodness to you. Y'all know us who have grandkids, we got to do the Minnie and Mickey thing. Let's take them to Orlando. Let's get a 2 bedroom suite. We don't want to be bunched up in a hotel. Let's stay for a whole week. And for the whole week with you and your grandkids in a 2 bedroom is only $142 after you apply your points. That's it. Guys, this just keeps getting better and better. You've got access to over 2,000 different resorts around the world. You decide when you want to go, you decide where you want to go. But I'm going to tell you about another way that we have access to travel. And then Daytria, I saw you come on. You've taken a world tour. So I do want you to share your testimony as well as your testimony on all the other ways that we save. But guys, let me tell you about these world tours. This is curated travel. This is when
Look
you
at this
say,
price.
okay, group travel. You look in your back office in the savings portal and you see all of the trips that are planned for November, December, January, February. So they're done by month. Do you want to go to Bali? Do you want to go to the Maldives? Do you want to go to Egypt? Do you want to go to Vietnam? Do you want to stay close to home and do Boston or Chicago or Las Vegas? Well, let's look at some of these incredible prices. People from all over the world who are members of Travorium look at these world tours and they decide to go. So you're going to meet people from all over, experience other cultures when you get to these world tours. Maybe you want to go to Venice, Italy. 5 days, breakfast included, glass factory tour included is only $249. You can do Dubai in a five-star hotel, breakfast included for just $379 or even less. Montego Bay, Jamaica, and yes, we are praying for those affected by the hurricane in Jamaica. 5-star, all inclusive. I want to do this in March. I pray that resort is everything back up. All inclusive, guys, just $579 for 2 people. Everything you see here is for 2 people. Can you believe that? I want to see if Daytria is out here because Daytria, you and I went on our first world tour back in May to the DR. So, can you just talk about what you have saved and is this real and what you
Oh,
love about this? Over to you, Daytria. 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 Over to
Absolutely. Yes, it is real. It is real. So we took our very first world tour in May. We went to Punta Cana, and just keep in mind, like Boomy said, it's for two people. And we only paid $349 for two people, and we were able to get a beachfront as well. So it was a 5-star resort. We got just royal treatment there. We was able to go to the spa, and then it was all inclusive breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I'm just telling you, it was unbelievable because all of the other people that we met there had paid thousands of dollars. But for you to even pay under $500 for that, it was just unbelievable. And so I'm thankful for the lifestyle membership. And it's not just travel too. We are saving on auto insurance. We got a quote where we can get our auto insurance to reduce our insurance on 3 vehicles, $450 a month, and then it's saving us $5,400 a year. And then I got a quote on my cell phone bill. So it's saving us like 50 something dollars on that. So brought it down from 70 something dollars to $20. And it's just, I went on staycation with my granddaughter, celebrated her ninth birthday, saved a few $100s on that. Went on a getaway with my husband to Myrtle Beach. We saved a few $100s on that. So in trips alone, and I'm missing a few things. We've saved over probably, I want to say, including the Punta Cana trip, probably $4,000 or $5,000. And then, so it's just putting money back into our pockets. This lifestyle membership is the best on the planet. It's the best on the planet. So I'm thankful that my cousin May introduced this lifestyle membership to me. Thankful for your yes, Boomy, because it's saving us so much money and allowing us, and it's bringing families back together too, because it's allowing us to. Because my husband, even though he has money, sometimes he don't like to spend a lot of money. So it's just bringing us back together to say, hey, we can get some trips for $0. Right now, I have some trips that I can get for $0 for some getaways. And then you also get an incentive trip just by coming on as a member. And my husband came on as a member as well. So we have two incentive trips that we have not even taken, that you can go anywhere in the world. So this lifestyle membership is just truly a blessing. And so I'm thankful for it.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Daytria, for sharing your testimony. And to all Merle's guests, we like to just have real people to come on and just share their stories because they're just like you. Moms and dads, grandmas, granddads, just people who just want to do life better. And we cannot make the excuse of, oh, what's going on in the White House? Oh, Chicken Little sky is falling, talking about bad things about the economy. We are to have a life and have it more abundantly. While we are on this earth, I believe God wants us to enjoy this experience. But again, being a good steward means adding more to your life without going into debt, without breaking the bank, saving money, and giving your children and your grandchildren experiences. Like travel helps people just to learn about other cultures and to have a better life and learn about other people and how they live. So this is something that you want to do for your family, not just for yourself. And so whether it's Las Vegas for $19, Hawaii $4.99, New York $3.99, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the whole entire stay for two people. The company's going to have over the next year 150 different world tours for you to choose from. So, what have we showed you so far? Below travel agent rates on hotels. We showed you the Dreamcation platform where you can stay at timeshare properties without the I gotchas of a timeshare. You've learned about the world tours, the curated travel, organized group travel where people from all over the world are saying, I want to go to Bali. Yes, I want to do the Hawaii trip. I want to do the New York trip. And so you get to meet wonderful people. If you want to mingle with them and be with some of the other Travorium members, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I love the world tours. I think that's my favorite way to travel. I can't wait to do the Egypt world tour. So, now, I see Merle clapping. You want to do Egypt too, Merle? You may be saying, how much does all of this cost? Okay, it has to be thousands and thousands of dollars to get started. No way. This is for the average American, the average citizen of the world. People, we don't have to pay thousands to get started. Look at this. There are three memberships: $69 for silver, titanium 149, but the one that everyone chooses. Why? Because you get the most savings and you get the most points and you get the most money that you can earn is platinum. Merle's a platinum. I'm a platinum. Neverly's a platinum. Daytree's a platinum. 100% of the people on our team is platinum. That should give you a clue. So platinum is just a one-time 269. One-time 269. Now, for that, what's going to happen is every single month, you're going to receive these 270 travel points, and they're going to build. As soon as you sign up tonight, 270 in your account. The next month, another 270, so you got 540. Next month, another 270. So it's up to you. You could, in the next 14 days, use the points you have to go ahead and book something, because even our retail rate is less than what you find out there on the internet. But what most people do is they let the points build up. And then in 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, they use those points to buy down their vacation to pennies on a dollar. But remember, with the hotels, you don't have to buy down. You get the wholesale rate just because you are a member. Now, if you're like Merle, to this 269, if you want to make money, add $99. That's all it costs, guys, to do the business. Just $99 a year. Each month, our monthly going forward after 30 days is only 135. But I'm going to show you not how to not pay that. In fact, Neverly already told you. Daytria already told you. We're going to take you into your savings portal and help you to find savings. Get a quote on your insurance. Get a quote on your phone bill. Stop paying hundreds and hundreds. In fact, I talked to a lady today. She's paying $600 a month for her cell phone service. She's excited to get the quote from this membership because she's going to save hundreds of dollars. I want y'all to get excited about getting the quote, because you're going to save more money with this membership than what the membership cost you. So now the membership is going to be free because you are saving more than it costs. And we like to say, if it's free, then it's for me. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm about to get into the money. But before I get into the money, I want to tell you one more thing. Again, I want you to understand what makes us different. We don't spend millions of dollars on advertising. So the wholesale cost gets passed on to you. With the timeshares, a lot of people aren't even using their timeshare. So what does David Hart and Travorium do? They go into those companies and they negotiate and get those weeks for 10 cents on the dollar. Who gets to benefit? We all who are Travorium memberships get to benefit and stay at the timeshare properties without the entanglements of a timeshare for pennies on the dollar. And so Travorium likes to say thank you. If you decide to share this with other people, they're going to give you a thank you check. They're going to say, thank you, Orlando. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you, Neverly, for sharing this. And because you share, you get paid. Now, how does the compensation work? I want y'all to type in the chat, show me the money. I need to make sure that y'all still paying attention because we're about to end this thing. You're going to hear one more powerful testimony. I'm going to look in the chat. I want you to say, type in the chat, show me the money, because we're about to show you the money. You just saw and heard about the savings, but we want to show you how you can get a significant extra income coming into your household. Okay, I see Wanda says, show me the money. All right, Glenn says, show me the money. Neverly says, show me the money. I'm waiting for some of Merle's guests. Merle, do your guests want to see the money? It's the Lord God that gives us the power to get wealth, right? Who wants to see the money? All right, I see you, Giovanna. Giovanna, I see you, Victor. Okay, I see you. That's what I'm talking about. Because the speaker wants to know who she's talking to. Like, are you open-minded people who have the ability to dream and not just dream, but you find ways to turn the dreams into reality to live the life that you want to live? Well, I'm going to show y'all how to do it. Whether you're looking for a little bit of extra money on the side, whether you want an extra $30,000 a year, or whether you want $30,000 a month, I'm telling you, this company already has 2 families that are making over $1 million every year. 4 families that are making $500,000 every year. Thousands making a 6-figure income, and more multiple thousands making between $500 to several thousand a month. And here's how we do it. Now, remember, to that $269, you add $99. That's the cost of the business. That opens you up to our incentivized sharing program. You refer 3 people at the same membership where you are, and now you're earning as much as you are spending. We like to say 3 to profitability. So there are 8 billion people in the world. Do you think with my help, with Merle's help, through social media, through people you know, through contacts, church members, family members, you can find 3 people who want to save money, who want to make money, who want to travel more, travel better, and travel for less? Of course you can. We help you to do it. And so 3 people in this program now every single day, you're making $4.45 a day. Now you may be saying $4.45, that's not much money, but guess what? $4.45 times 30, that's enough to pay your membership. Now you're traveling the beaches of the world and you are not paying for it. Is that good? Is that great? Isn't that awesome, you guys? But as you refer people, you are going to get a bonus for everyone you refer. $50 for the first person, $50 for the second person, $50 for the third person. So that's what we call a direct sales bonus. Now, if you happen to sign up tonight, sign somebody up tomorrow, that 50 is going to double to 100 because for the month of October, we get double bonuses. So just know that. I know a guy who came in last week. Within his first day, he referred 7 people. But guess what? It doesn't stop there of referring 3. Why? What do you think those 3 are going to want to do? They're going to want to get their membership free as well. And so they tell others. Next thing you know, you'll be like Daytria and like Neverly, a 1-star director. 8 platinum memberships on your left team, 8 platinum memberships on your right team. Now you're waking up to $10 a day. That's on the low $300 in residual a month. But on the average, guys, it's $500 to $700 a month, an extra $8,000 a year. But it doesn't stop there. What comes after 1, 2? These 8 people in each leg, what do you think they're going to want to do? They tell people. Your friends will be mad at you if you do not tell them about this phenomenal way to save that you have found. If they find out you're going to Dubai for $1, you're going to Paris for pennies on the dollar, and you didn't tell them, they're going to say, why were you holding out? Guys, sharing is caring. As a 2-star director, you're waking up every day to $25 a day. I remember 2-star. Love that position. Not only was I getting $25 a day, but I also got awarded this championship ring right here. Also got $750 every month in a 2-star director bonus. But for those of you who want more money than just a couple extra thousand a month, guess what happens? 3-star comes. How does it happen? People keep telling people. My team didn't grow to 200 and some because I signed up all those people. It's not about you signing up everybody. Literally, you tell a few, they tell a few, and they tell a few. This is how Merle's business is growing. This is why she had this launch here tonight. You are part of the few that she's sharing this with. Now, she's not going to stop sharing because Merle just is a person where she believes she found something good. She's going to tell people, but it's going to keep snowballing. Next thing you know, is 3-star director. Now I'm going to bring on a special lady. I want her to come around here because this special lady is my 80-year young mom who's here with me at this getaway. When I shared this with my mother, she was like, "Well, I'm gonna let her to tell a story. Come around here, mom." Because I want the people will still say, okay, can anybody do this? So I want you to tell them your Travorium testimony.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I am glad to be here. Let me tell you, I'm having a wonderful time at what we call a staycation. And this is one of the things that you get as being a member of Travorium. Some people might say, well, I don't like to fly. Well, guess what? You don't have to. You can look for resorts in your area. But guys, I'm telling you, as an 80-year-old senior, but I'm like a senior on the go. I like to have fun. Okay. So when I saw this, I was like, ooh, this looks like something I can have fun. Plus, when she told me about the money, I was like, oh my God, 40 years of working, and I got a Social Security check. I get a Social Security check of $2,000 a month. And then with this, been in here 11 months and get the same thing. I'm like, oh my God, it's no comparison. Here you go over here, 40 years. Here you go over here, 11 months. You know what? Honestly, I cannot understand why everybody, I guess I'm prejudiced like this, why they wouldn't do it. I mean, it's no comparison. I know there are some seniors out there that need more money and they don't want, not that anything's wrong with Walmart, but they don't want to say, welcome to Walmart, okay? And they don't want to have to go out the house to do odd and jobs. Well, guess what? You can have fun here. You can stay home, just share the same way you share a good restaurant, the same way you share a good movie and don't get paid for it. You share this and get paid. And look, if an 80-year-old senior can do this, and I know I'm probably the oldest one on this line, I know, guys, that you can do this. Whether you're going to do it because you want to have fun, whether you're going to do it because you want to save money on every way you do life, or whether you're going to do it because you like travel. I don't know. All I know is you need to sign up tonight. Back to you, Boomy.
Awesome. That's my mama. I think I'm going to keep her. Guys, that's what this is about, changing lives, impacting people in a positive way, helping families, saving money. When I showed this to her, she's like, oh, I want to create more memories with you. And that's what we are doing. She went with us on that world tour to Punta Cana. She went with me to Las Vegas. And now we're here at the National Harbor. And I thank God for all of those experiences. And we were able to save while we do it. So, guess what? Tomorrow morning, when my mother wakes up, she will be at that 3-star position, guys, making $70 a day. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And guess what? I'm at this 4-star position. I wake up to $100 a day, minimal, minimal. So, first year sharing this, I made over 30,000, 30,000 just part-time. Next year, over $100,000, and it will keep growing. And I'm not letting go of Merle. Merle coming with me. Because Merle, she has, look at her, look at her. Y'all see Merle? She's like, yeah, I'm coming, Boomy, I'm coming. Our team slogan is no rep left behind. But you got to decide what you want it to be for you. You just want an extra little $500? That's fine. You want a couple $1,000s? You want a 6-figure income? The choice is yours. We're going to help you every step of the way. The coveted position is ambassador. That's where I'm headed next. My goal is to be there in February. Maybe you want to be an ambassador too. We're going to help you every step of the way. I know Merle says, you're not leaving me, Boomy. I want to be ambassador. At ambassador, Merle will be waking up to $140 a day. It is a 6-figure annual income. This is the coveted position everybody wants to get to. And ladies, we do have something led by David Hart's wife, Adela, called the Millionaire Girlfriends Movement. So if you believe that abundance is your birthright, be a part of the Millionaire Girlfriends Movement with us. So the ambassador lifestyle, 6-figure income, overriding the whole company, meaning there's something called global bonus pools. Remember, I said we're in over 70 countries. You get a bonus because you are an ambassador making money from France, UK, Africa, Russia. This companies in all those countries, you're here in the US, but you still get your share of the global bonus pool. We've got something called the Louis Vuitton experience when you get to be an ambassador. They're going to shut down a Louis Vuitton store, give you a $2,500 gift card, and let you go in and get whatever you want. I'm telling you, this company treats you like royalty. Let me get back to this ring. At 2-star director, with a small team of just 25 in each leg, you're going to get this ring. Most companies, you got to be a 6-figure earner to get it. Not here with Travorium. My mom has earned this ring. I've earned this ring. We've got others who've earned the ring, guys. And so we're truly, truly excited about what we have here. So this daily pay that you're going to be waking up to, it goes all the way from $445 a day to $3,200 a day. $3,200 a day. At that point, you're at a 6-figure monthly income. And let me say this, you may have some problems, but money will not be one of them. So at this point, you heard it from Neverly, you heard it from me, you've heard it from my mother, you heard it from Daytria. There's nothing else that we can say. Like my mother said, like we just don't understand if a person looks at this information and doesn't say, oh my gosh, I need this. Send me your link. Send me your link. So if you're like us and you see it and Merle has shared this with you, text Merle right now and say, Merle, send me your link. Send me your link means I want to be a part of this. I want to save money. Maybe you want to make money. Maybe you want to travel more. But guys, it just makes sense. There are no downsides to this, and we're having a great time. So text Merle right now, send me your link. And let me tell you, I tell people as I wrap this up, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. You're either 1 or 2 or 3. Now, we never have ones. A one is somebody who says, I don't want to save any money. I don't want to make any money. I don't want to travel. In fact, I'm just a Grinch. I don't want anything. That's a 1. So nobody's a 1. But typically, we do have some people who are 2s. The 2 is saying, I don't know about the business side, but why wouldn't I want to save money? Why wouldn't I want to save on my cell phone bill, save on my insurances? Why wouldn't I want to save on travel? Well, if that's you and you just want to be a customer, you're Merle's customer, you have the membership, and you are a 2. But if you are like us and you want to make money while you're sleeping, and you're thinking, you know what? Residual income, I want that in my life. If you're thinking that multiple streams of income isn't a luxury anymore, it's a necessity, then you are a 3. In fact, all my 3s, type 3 in the chat. I want you to type 3 in the chat. Type 3 in the chat. And I want you to also, you're going to type the number 3 and you're going to send that to Merle. And that's going to let Merle know, you know what, Merle? All right, girl, I'm partnering up with you on this. Let's have some fun. Let's do it. I'm a believer. I'm glad I got on this. I came just to support you. But now I see that I'm not just here to support you. I want to help me and mine too. So with that, let me welcome all of you all to the team. Even if you didn't text Merle, Merle knows the deal. She's going to text you and say, hey, what's your number? She's going to call you and follow up. So expect a call from her. If you were invited by Merle, she will follow up with you. If you have any last questions, we'll get those answered. And then, folks, hey, you are part of our team, the BIT Group, Billionaires in Training. We're going to take a personal interest in your success. So as Merle and Glenn build this thing together, man, we're all going to go to the top. So with that, Merle, back to you.
Thank you so much, Bunmi. That was such a beautiful presentation. I pray that y'all can think about this and get on the board because this is a good company. And I've been in internet marketing before, but I've never seen anything like this. So I pray that y'all will come on board and try it out. And I guarantee you, you won't regret it. All right. We got to walk by faith and not by sight. If we look at sight, we will never get nothing in life. But this is with everything that's going on, insecurity of the government. This company is secure. This company is secure, not for only our life, but for our children and our grandchildren. Somebody passed from this company and their family is still getting money from them dying. They're dead and they're still making money. So just to tell you, we're going to finish up now. Goodbye. Thank you all for coming. Thanks, my family. Thank you. Thank you, Bunmi. Thank everybody who talked. I thank Miss Bunmi's mom. She's such amazing sister, Mom Jerry. She is an amazing 80-year-old woman, still working and making money, guys. And all you have to do is stay home and do it. You don't even have to go and do a job. So with that, I'm going to thank you all. Thank you for coming, and good night, everyone. Call me or I'm going to call you. All right. God bless. Good night.
Everybody unmute and let's congratulate Merle again.
Congratulations, Merle.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Welcome to the
Congratulations.
team, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's 1,000 times better. The movement is new. We travel, we save, we live free. Let's go.
We ain't waiting no more.
Congratulations.
Daily pay flowing, yeah, we already won. Save on trips for $1 and we out 8 nights. While they paying full price, we taking flight. Bills go down, savings go up, we stacking. $1 saved is $1 earned, no capping. We read up on what we used to spend, no stress. Now we living that dream life, nothing less.
We ain't waiting for permission, we just press go.
Y'all put your hearts up.
Save money, watch the income grow. Every book and every share, we do it better. And when they ask what this is, we say
whatever you think this is, it's 1,000 times better. We ain't selling trips, we selling freedom forever. Access over upsell, that's our letter. Better lifestyle, family, we travel together. Whatever you think this, 1,000 times better. We ain't selling trips, we selling freedom forever. Access over upsell, that's our letter. Better lifestyle, family, we travel together.
they waiting 30 days just to get that check. We getting daily pay, residual respect. No upsell fees, no middleman cut. Just access to savings, yeah, we leveling up. Old school agents now joining the shift, cause we showing them how to live, not just assist. They don't chase one time, pay no more. They building wealth while they open doors.
Unlock your life, unlock your freedom. Travel the world and still keep your income. We the Netflix of travel, Amazon of vibes. One click away from paradise. Whatever you think this is, it's 1,000 times better. We ain't selling trips, we selling freedom forever. Access over upsell, that's our letter. Better lifestyle, family, we travel the better. Whatever you think this is, 1,000 times better. We ain't selling trips, we selling freedom forever. Access over upsell, that's our letter. Better lifestyle, family, we travel together. Together, better, 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 better. Better, 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 better.
This ain't just travel, it's a movement. We save more, earn more, and live better.
Whatever you think it is, it's 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
We travel together.
Good night, everyone.
See you on the next Zoom.
Thanks, Bunmi. Thanks, everyone, for
Congratulations,
coming
Merle.
out.
Congratulations, sweetie.
Thank you. Thank you.